Hi, everyone. Welcome to Global Prospect Summit. My name is Jonathan Chan. I'm a technology and cybersecurity executive at a large healthcare organization. I have a great pleasure to meet a colleague in the healthcare industry. She has years experience of both practical and academic experience on building AI models. They're currently being used to improve the experience, like quality and outcome in the US healthcare system. I'm introducing you, Yajuan Wang. Yajuan, you want to say do a quick introduction about yourself?
Hi, Jonathan. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, a few words about myself. I have over 15 years experience in the AI ML, and over years, I shaped the AI strategy in different companies and also brought the AI solution in several different vertical industries. In my heart, I define myself as AI practitioners and pushing and also chasing the AI boundaries to make it have a meaningful transformation in our lives.
Great,
Thank you.
thank you. So, from your years' experience of building the AI and a lot of initiative, how do you incorporate ESG, particularly environmental, social, and governance, into your AI initiatives?
Great question, and also very thoughtful question. I would say like ESG is super important in the AI initiative, even though we may not label exactly in our practice, but it's kind of a relating in every life stage of the AI models from the problem shaping stage to the deployment and also long-term impact side. Briefly, I think for the environmental part, we know the AI training and inference cost is super high, right? That requires the practitioners really think through like, okay, what is the right model architecture for a certain business problem? We don't need the complex model for every business problem. That's number one. And then another side is that also like as we are rushing into the Gen AI, generative AI kind of areas, right? How should we choose a sustainable AI solutions, right? Whether we do the prompt engineering or to do the RAG to the fine tunings, the right level of the selection of an AI solution will help us to go a long way and also have a right footprint on the environmental side. I would say last part on the environmental part probably is choose the right infrastructure, right? The sustainable data center, all those things will help us to control or minimize our impact on the environmental part. Social part, I would say like a two part, right? Social is like when we forming a project, make sure we choose the one have a meaningful impact. And another part, when we execute it, how do we maintain the fairness and transparencies? All those are important from a social perspective. And the last part, I would say for the governance part, as AI kind of evolving, governance kind of landscape also evolving, right? And it requires not only say like how to make the model reproducible, traceable, but also how to make it compliant, make AI responsible. All those things that are super important, help us to shaping AI in the future in a responsible way.
Thank you. This is really thoughtful for you to share your experience into looking at the ESG perspective. And in many times too, you will probably have run into challenges that you encounter to ensuring the ethical AI development in your role. Can you share some thought about that, please?
Definitely, I would say like a three part, right? The first part I hint prior is that the AI field is evolving, right? That meaning like also the ethical AI also evolving as we have a kind of moving target that requires always like explore and find the best practice to address the ESG. And the second part, I would say like we know AI is a product of the data, right? So the bias in the AI also reflect the bias in our society. As an AI practitioner, we develop AI solutions, we need to understand like what are the hidden bias, and then how do we find different ways to combat those bias when we train a model. And also since this when we do an inference, the data keep shifting and the bias also keeps shifting. And how do we have like ongoing continuous ways to address those bias? Last part, I would say like it's kind of a balance between like a ESG consideration and also organization business priorities. It's always a trade-off to say like, okay, should we focus more on the business priority, but at the same time, how do we incorporate ESG for a long-term sustainable way?
Thank you. Thanks for sharing your insights. There's been great benefit to even think about in many times of how the AI practitioner participate into a great conversation like today. And I'm looking forward a great conversation with other panelists at the Global Prospect Summit in the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much today.
Here, looking forward to it.
Thank you.